You can introduce it. I have no idea how to talk about this.
So, we are coming to you with a very special video because we wanted to talk you through this new website that is coming out. And whose website is it? It's ARMYverse's website. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
It's our website. So, I am introducing this to you guys because our very own Yami has spent countless hours, over 50, no exaggeration, working on this incredible website. She got a free tutorial to a new product thing that is designed website, and in the meantime she's managed to teach herself programming and come up with one of the most professional and awesome looking websites I've ever seen. So we are going to go through that website today and talk about all the ideas and all the things we've put on there and all of our kind of hopes and plans, because we've had quite a few discussions. The reason this came about, just to give you some more context, is me and Yami talk a lot about the fact that...
Me and Yami talk a lot.
Well, yeah, full stop. But one of the many things that me and Yami talk a lot about is how much joy we get from this channel for two reasons. One of them is that we are both creative people, and it's an incredible outlet for us. We spend so much time working on different projects, different ideas, and discussing things and coming up with, like, artwork or debates or everything like that, and it's such a nice way of us to inspire one another and also to get that out of our system. Like, it would be enough in itself just to be able to do that, because if you're a creative person, you know that you have to be creating, you have to be inspired. And the other reason is that we love BTS, and it's so nice to be able to talk with people who understand, who know how much they mean in this grand scheme of things, and to be able to just have that solidarity and
have that community.
It's and those are the two things that we found so much pleasure and what make this worth our while.
Well, honestly, that also helped me survive 2020.
Exactly. We started this literally at the very beginning of the pandemic, and it, like, I don't know about you, but I would have been lost without this to focus on, without this to go to find peace and comfort in, to find a way to keep my brain moving. And it has been such a lifeline. And the thing is that we love making content for everyone, and we love spending time with you all in the live chat and talking about things, but we hope that we can provide a space where you too can have a place like that, where you can do your art, your creativity, where you can have discussions, where you can feel seen and you can have a voice. And yes, we have things like Twitter and we have things like Discords that a lot of people do, but we wanted to create something different.
Yeah, and the thing, like, we wanted a space where people could talk to each other, and it doesn't matter how many followers you have or how many people you reach. It's about just, here is one place where everybody's in here who loves BTS, loves the community, and is just nice and respectful and rational thinkers.
Yes. We don't have, like, discussions on Twitter where it's like, this is something I think, this is something I think, but where we can actually have analytical things, like almost like a Reddit. But I find Reddit very confusing and hard, and it's separate, and it
makes me feel really old. I can't figure out how to use Reddit. And also, I will say that Twitter, you can't have a nuanced discussion in 150 characters.
Yeah,
and life isn't black and white. But
group chats are okay, but for me it still feels...
You're still excluding people in a group chat. It's just us doing our own thing and having fun together. And it can grow and it can not grow. I don't care if there's like 3 people on there or really 300, like whatever. I just want a space where I can talk with armies and enjoy things together.
So what we wanted to do on this video was basically introduce it and marvel at the incredible skills that Yami has in, like I've literally seen her like type in the computer programming to like bring things on the screen. Like, she's taught herself this in like a month. It's insane. Anyway,
and
let you know.
And so the website is not live just yet. We will announce on Twitter when it is live. Also, so like, I'm gonna give you my sneak peek through my desktop preview. If you don't want to have a preview and you want to go check out the website spoiler free, you can turn off the video now and then just, circle up with us on Twitter when we drop the website and like make it live. If that's the case, bye. Hopefully you like the website when it's live, and for the rest of you who enjoy spoiling things for yourself and getting sneak peeks, let's go.
So it's kind of split into two segments, which is content and community.
Yeah, so the first section is all of our different video series. And I know, and then Billy's wonderful intro video is here. I know that a lot of people always like, not a lot of people, there's some people who get overwhelmed because we have so many different things going on at once because we cannot focus on one thing. We have to try it all. So we've started a lot of different things and not finished them.
Yes. We will get back to them eventually.
We will finish them. Like, if something has been started, it is not being abandoned because I don't think either one of us could ever, let it go. It's just be patient. Who knows when we'll get to it.
Yeah, so, I can't leave projects unfinished. We like to create our content to incite discussion, to provide conversation, to do those types of things. And so here is just a way that you can like find everything really easily, and it's all just kind of laid out and it looks really pretty.
Yeah, and it links to our YouTube channel, but it also has some additional information to help you understand what's going on in our brains when we're thinking about all of this. So in terms of community, like the things that we want out of our website is, as we've said, a space where we help inspire people to talk, to create things, to have fun with each other, because we all love BTS and we're all creative people. And even if you think you're not, I'm sure you can try and pull something out.
Everyone is, even if it's in your own way.
Yeah. So the first thing that we have in here is an ARMY art gallery. Essentially is a place where well, you can read my little letter to you guys here, but it's essentially like what I wanted to create is a space where like we just make art that's BTS inspired and maybe create things that BTS maybe one day or their staff could stumble upon and just see how much we care, because
like it's kind of like the name hints, it's like exhibitions of like creative projects that ARMY works on. Because I don't know about you, but one of the most fascinating things to me about this fandom was always how it's not just BTS creating content. Like there are so many different ways that ARMYs are inspired by them to then create things of their own. And like, wouldn't it be so nice to be able to see all of that, like from the people that we know in the same type of a space, to show anything that they can be creative about, whether that be drawing, writing, music.
Yeah, you want to sculpt something, you want to cook something and say like, I wish BTS could eat what I make. Here's a recipe. Other ARMYs.
Yes.
So like other ARMYs could then make it.
Yeah, and it literally like there is nothing off limits here. Like, and creativity doesn't have to mean like the typically defined versions of creativity. It's like you say, it could be cooking. Although I would consider cooking
is an art.
It's an art form. But just anything whatsoever. And like we were discussing this as well, is that like a lot of the time I find that it's hard to kind of feel motivated enough to do something, or to be prompted enough to do something.
And you don't feel like you have a platform where people will care or see what you've made. So we're trying to make a platform where we can all look at each other's art.
Exactly. But one of the things, and you can see it here, of like how this will work, is that like we haven't decided like how often different exhibitions will be in place and such, and we haven't really fleshed out details yet, but like the idea is that there will be different occasions where certain prompts will come up of like things that say the prompt for this month, and we were discussing about different ways that we could do this. It could be a very open-ended prompt about like, how does this thing like about BTS inspire you? What can you create from this thing about BTS?
Here's a rough idea that we have. Like Valentine's Day is coming up in February, so make the open-ended prompt Valentine's Day. You want to make art related to BTS and Valentine's Day? Go for it. You want to write a story? You want to draw a picture? You want to sing a song? You want to change some lyrics and make it BTS themed? You want to make some bake or cook something and make it Valentine's Day themed? Like whatever you want. Or if you just want to make it heart themed, like it's an open-ended prompt, there's no wrong answer. And then alongside that, have a specific, more detailed prompt if you wanted to get some, if you are a person who gets more inspired from seeing an existing piece of art and then applying it to you. Yeah. We're trying to figure out how we would do prompts, how we would...
okay, I've just thought of an example.
Okay.
It could be like, like maybe a poem that it means a lot to somebody because they feel this certain thing reflects to their own attitudes or something that BTS has taught them, and then like it's like, okay, and now read this poem, see how this inspires you, how do you feel about this, and how would you link it to like to BTS, to ARMY, to things like that. Like, so there you go. There's an example.
Okay, that's a great example. The whole point of all of this is just to give you a chance to celebrate BTS
and yourselves.
Yeah, and yourself, and just for us to enjoy each other's perspectives through the art that we make.
So yeah.
Oh, and also think, like, there is no requirement for quality. If you want to do a doodle, do a doodle. If you want to do something really elaborate, go for it. Like, there is no shame here in your artistic ability. Like, whatever makes you happy, it's like, it's you're sharing it with your friends. Like, it's not a big deal.
Like, I can't draw at all, as you've seen if you've watched BTS Pictionary. But like, maybe I would think about trying to draw a picture, and it'd be absolutely terrible, something that like a 5-year-old could do. But like, it's about being creative, finding that space to just unwind and not to be afraid, and to share that with others. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the other thing that we've created is a discussion board. We mentioned that there was a lot of back and forth on this, and some people were interested, some people were confused about what this meant for Twitter. Essentially, what this discussion board is just a place where we can go talk and leave lengthier messages and of our thoughts and feelings on a certain matter in a space where primarily only other armies will go. Like, whereas Twitter is like this open playing field where anybody can see what you post if you're public. If they're, no matter if they're another fan in your fam, or if they're like someone who's outside of the fandom who has malicious intent, somebody who wants to, like take advantage of the messages that we send. This is just
it's hard to ever have any kind of
privacy,
meaningful dialogue within the fandom without somebody trying to poison it. Like, and I don't know about you, but I see my social media as being for BTS. Like, I want to talk about my feelings for BTS. Yes, it's also like with ARMY, like I get to experience other people's feelings about it and feel a part of it. But like, this type of thing would be more something where like you can have really in-depth conversations like about certain topics, or
and it doesn't always have to be positive either. Whereas what Twitter is our front face, like it's where we're facing the internet and facing the public, and we all try our best to represent BTS well. This place is a little more private. If you want to rant about something, go for it.
Everything. And the thing is that what we hope to achieve is to have the types of conversations where you don't have to agree with people. You can have debates. You can say, this is how I think about it. Maybe you'll learn something from other people who have different opinions. Like, because that's how adults have conversations, right? And it feels like that's just been lost.
It feels like that's been removed from the internet, and all that's left is like your hot take of like 30 seconds or 150 characters, and everybody's just off with it.
Everybody listens to reply, nobody listens to hear. That's the internet.
Yeah. So, and again, the only thing we ask for is just be respectful, be kind.
Yes.
If you can disagree, you can respectfully disagree and still like be vehement about your point. That's it. So, like, again, this discussion board that Billy so wonderfully put together, Billy's going to be in charge of this because I can't wrap my brain around this part.
Well, I haven't quite got it done yet, but so we'll just show you an example with like our content, for example. Like, you have it in the sections of the videos, and then if you click on them, so here you have all of the episodes we have put out so far, what we talk about them in the episodes, and so you can then click in the folder of the thing you want to talk about. And maybe you had a point, maybe we talked about something that made you think of an example of an experience you've had, something that happened in your country, something that you saw related to BTS that you wanted to add to the conversation. Maybe you did the quiz that we did that week and want to share what thoughts you had. Like, so the point of it is that it will all be hopefully set out in very easy to digest areas, folders with topics on them, with smaller topics. So if you scroll down, you can kind of see what I'm going for.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to comment on our actual video on YouTube as well, go for it. Like, there is no requirement to comment in one place or the other.
Just do what you want, really. But
do what you want.
Yeah, that's our motto. Do what you want, as long as it's kind. Yeah. So further down.
Is that your dog with his squeaky toy?
Yes, that's his squeaky toy. Yes. Lion.
It's so cute.
Yeah, he likes that. But so we've got our content. But then it's also things like, so BTS's music videos, performances, the members, the content they put out, the news that's come out, the storyline. And then there's also things like ARMY news, what's been going on in the ARMY community, projects that ARMY have been coming up with. So there's all different sections, and there'll be more folders and more categories.
And you can make your own threads, your own posts.
Yes.
Like you have all access to that. And something else I wanted to say is there's like at the very bottom on every page, there's a shout box or a quick chat, and basically you can just type in here, and like it's just available to anyone who's on the site at the same time.
Yes. So that's like a group chat almost for that present moment. Yeah.
So and it stays on here. So
yes.
If next time you come back, like if somebody had like a general comment or something you wanted to say and you were wondering if anybody's around, that's how you do it. And yeah.
But yeah, so you can create your own profile for the discussion board. You can be anonymous. You can put your name. You can add some information about yourself. It's really cute. You can even add like your bias and when you became an ARMY and things like that.
Like here's my profile. I wrote that Jiminy is my bias, but my bias wrecker is OT6, but it's probably Bang PD name if I'm being honest.
Nice.
Yeah, things you can message people, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, let's find.
Yeah, and you can create any thread that you want. You start a debate, start a discussion. If you've ever been on Reddit, it is kind of similar, but we're just hoping it's an ARMY version of Reddit that doesn't make me want to pull my hair out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If anybody's really good at Reddit, good for you. Like, major props. But I feel like an idiot whenever I'm on that. I can't. Yeah.
It confuses the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So there's my
Billy.
profile.
Yeah.
My bias is Tay, and my bias record is OT6.
Sorry, it's
but
going
Eagles
crazy.
Though.
Yeah. So that is the discussion board, and you guys.
You can also talk about things like the exhibition in there, like other.
Yeah, like if you have questions, if you want to post your exhibition on there and ask people for feedback, you can do it.
Yes.
Like, we are not here to create rules. Billy's right when she was like, our motto is do what you want. Like, if you're kind, if you're sincere, if you're respectful, I don't care. Like,
exactly.
Go wild.
This is not our website that we are doctoring. Like, we've got all of our content on there because we like to be able to kind of provide an easy way for you all to view it, because it does tie into this.
And because we hope that maybe our content can inspire you and make you want to talk about more stuff. I think one of my reasons for making this website is I have no control over Twitter. I have no control over YouTube. I have no control over any social media. And when things are happening on there that are grossly like out of line, disrespectful, people getting doxxed, canceled, harassed, I have no control over it. On here, I do. Yes. And what I will do with my benevolent God powers is just create a safe space. I have no other desire to do anything for anyone except like make a space where you don't have to worry that you're going to be harassed, at any point by someone. Like, I will police that part and that part alone. I don't care about the rest. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Nobody's going to be like, oh, you shouldn't have posted here. This is not the right space. Like, whatever.
It's like everybody's equal, everybody's the same, everything is important that you want to talk about, and hopefully there'll be somebody else that wants to talk about it with you. Like, it's just to do what you want. No, but we're not here to bloody police anything. Like, we just want to be creative and have good conversations.
We just want to have a happy space where we get to celebrate each other at BTS and be like, yay!
Because it can be exhausting on social media sometimes. Sometimes it's horrible. Sometimes I can't go on there for days on end. Sometimes it just sucks all the fun out of it. And like, I want to talk to ARMYs. I want to be with the people that I trust and that understand me, that I can talk to about the things that I am happy about. So
yeah, we want to be able to we know our fandom is great, and we want to be able to be somewhere where we can enjoy our fandom.
Exactly.
So, and then the two other projects that are still in the works is one of them is just called From ARMY with Love, where it'll be a kind of similar to the exhibition in that it'll be a place where you can read letters or write your own to BTS from ARMY. I know BTS had that thing on Weverse a while back. And I have wanted to write to BTS forever. I still haven't because I don't know how to write to them. And I did not want my personal thoughts and feelings to get lost in that massive, infinite scroll of letters to them. I wanted just a place where I could, if I wanted to make it, write something to them and attach a picture or write on top of a picture, I want to be able to do that. If I want to write something to them and I don't know, make a video, like make it in video form. I wanted to be able to do all of that. And so this space is kind of similar to the art gallery, but it's going to be for letters, for communications that you want to give.
Communication, exactly. Yeah. And the thing that I think about this is just like, it's not important, is it, whether they read it or not? Like, the thought to me of a space that has all these beautiful, loving words of people that care about one another,
it makes me feel happier about my own feelings. I feel like I'm surrounded by people who understand me and feel the same.
Well, yeah, I think of it more in a philosophical way, I guess, of like, I mean, I actually wrote to BTS on Weverse a few days ago. And like, I guess this will be what the type of thing it would be, is that like putting it into the atmosphere. And actually, I didn't even think about it until right now, but it really applies. And I'm not going to read out the whole thing. I just want to share something that I said in it because it's so relevant. I said at the end of my letter to them, "You're with me in my joy and pain. I'm sure it's hard for you to know that without hearing all about it, without being there for it, but that doesn't take away the truth of it. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? It does. It always does." And that's what reminds me of this page. That's what I think of it as. It's putting those feelings of being apart, but being of one mind, of one feeling, of one emotion into the atmosphere, so that there's a physical representation of that sound of the tree in the forest. Like, that's how I see it. I think it'll be a really nice thing. I think it's nice to see other people's feelings as well. Just ARMY is so special. Like, the relationship we have with BTS is so special. That should be documented.
Yes, it should be documented. And that's a great segue into the last thing I want to talk about.
It is.
Okay, so the last thing that we're thinking of doing is essentially a Memories of ARMY, where it's, instead of Memories of BTS, which is all BTS focused, this is Memories of ARMY, things that have happened in our fandom, things that happen on Twitter, like Jin's birthday a couple years ago, where everybody had the Jin icons and he got involved. Yeah. Like, all of that fun stuff, also all the shitty stuff, if you feel like it should be documented. Like, this is another place where I wanted people to just be able to go all out, document everything.
Yeah, because you'd never know, like, you could miss out on so many things. Like, I wasn't on Twitter for Jin's birthday, but I managed to find out about it. But, like, I don't think many people find out about these things. And, like, even, like, the other day, what was it that we discussed as an example?
Well, you could talk about their reaction to being nominated for the Grammys, for example, and the oh my god, blah, 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 and how that we tried to trend that and it didn't work. But
but we did trend a keyboard smash once. I can't remember what it was for now. But yeah, just like the idea of like having it all documented, of like what happened in our fandom, what were the fun things, what were the silly things, what were the emotional things, the moving things. Like the day when everyone replied to the postcards that BTS had, and it was like Dear BTS, and it was all over. The days when ARMYs like collectively came together to raise $1 million in 24 hours. Like, it deserves to be documented. It's so fascinating, and I don't know of anywhere that there is that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I haven't come across it, but it just would be nice to do.
Yeah, and this would be group oriented, where probably using the discussion board, like we will help like identify things, and people can like write their own description of what happened, can provide pictures, and then I'll probably be the one making that into a web page. Yeah, and it'll just be a part of the website where like you can click through the years, through the months, and it's like people who remember things that happened in the past, you can provide explanation for that too. And then if like we could have it be a group discussion and enough people can validate or verify it, then we're like, this happened.
A coordinated project of people, like past years that have gone by, years that have happened now, just a collaborative effort. Like, and this is the thing, there's no project manager on this website. Like, it's just about collaboration.
Yeah.
Like,
if people want to get involved with these projects, want to help, organize and manage them and manage the information and stuff that people are submitting, like, feel free to reach out. And yeah, we could always use the help. We are always very ambitious.
We're, like, exploding.
We're all very ambitious with all of our ideas, and there's so much going on. And
this is why we get halfway through projects and then put them to the side, because there's 10 new ones coming to form. Yes.
Yeah. And then in the content section, please look through it. I had a lot of fun making all these pages pretty.
It looks really pretty.
Like here's just the ARMY time page right now.
They look so pretty. Each one of them is just so aesthetically pleasing. It's so well laid out. Everything like is just documented in a way that makes my brain feel warm and cozy.
Yeah, it makes me happy. Yeah, episode 5. We're working on this.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It's blocked on YouTube right now because they didn't like us playing the Guess the BTS song.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
at the bottom of each thing on the website as well is another prompt to go to the discussion board to talk about this particular thing. We have it with Army Review as well. Each of the albums, discuss our thoughts on the albums, and add your own. Discuss like what your interpretation was. I just want somewhere to have in-depth discussions.
Yeah.
That's really, yeah.
Yeah. So here's Army Review. We have a lot of albums to get through, but
we will be coming back to Army Review as well, by the way. We haven't forgotten about it.
No, we haven't. Yeah. So here's what the pages look like. Each one will have the track list, and it'll have, if you click on the link, it'll be to the hopefully official song or music video. I think all of them should be official. And then there's where I linked dual sets translations for each song. And then if she didn't have any of that, or I don't know if they didn't have it, then I have an unofficial lyric video linked. Not from any of the main channels that do this naughty thing, but some of the like really random out of the way ones, so that
ones that have actually been made creatively.
Yeah, so there's lots of stuff going on this website. It should be up soon. It's just about done. I'm working out some kinks in it.
Please go and check it out purely to see the incredible work that Yami has done, even if it's not your thing. That'd just be really appreciated. That's the only thing I want really from anyone who's watching this video. Okay.
Yeah, well, let us know what you think, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Yes. Where is it? Posts. Why are you laughing?
Your dog.
So, Lion, stop squeaking.
It's so cute.
Yeah, he does look so cute when he does it as well. Cutie. Okay, so